Hi, my name is Efe, and as you can see, I love making manga, but I've always wondered, how do I know if my manga is good or not? I've read over 100 different manga by this point, and it was only when I started making my own manga that I was able to pinpoint exactly what the difference is between a good manga and a bad one. By the way, if you have still not made a manga by this point, that is the only thing you should be doing right now. Your goal is to finish just one project. Otherwise, any advice that you get from me or that you hear otherwise is going to be useless to you. Just finish a manga, please. Assuming you've already completed step 1, you have just realized what it feels like and how hard it is to make a manga. Manga is not like making an illustration wherein you can just make a little one-off drawing and then call it a day. No, it's a whole project that must be carefully planned if you want to get a good result. Because there are so many parts to manga, people who are new can easily become overwhelmed or spend most of their time working on skills that don't actually make the manga better. Some skills you might have heard people say: perspective, line art, backgrounds, but these are all wrong. The three things that all good manga have in common are a GBC story, detailed characters, and they are easy to read. Let's start with characters. A detailed character is a character that you know enough about that the story writes itself. Here's how to make one. Pick just one thing that they will be known for and then build their personality around it. This is Todoroki from My Hero Academia. Even if you have never seen him before, based off these pictures you can tell that he uses fire and ice. Now what kind of personality would someone have who uses both fire and ice? They'd probably be cool and hot. Pause. If you want a character sheet that you can fill out to automatically make your character detailed, download this in our community Discord. You're welcome. Once you have a good character, you put them in a GBC story. Now what is a GBC story? Quite simply, G is the goal, B is the but, and C is the conclusion. Let's use Todoroki again for this example. The goal: Todoroki wants to be a respectable hero. The but he's dealing with family issues. C, he overcomes the family issues. Do you see how simple that is to understand? Todoroki wants to become a respectable hero, but he has family issues getting in the way, so he overcomes his family issues. That is his whole story in a nutshell. Lastly is readability. There is one quote that always sticks in my mind when I think about this. The quote is, "If they cannot read your manga, they will not read your manga." I came up with that myself. This area has the highest impact on how good your manga is. Look at these 2 pages for example. Which of them is easier to read? You probably picked this one. This is exactly why you have series like Demon Slayer, which is breaking records on every front, not because of the art being spectacular, but because it is easy to digest. Even a child could understand that Tanjiro wants to get back at the demons for taking his family. Can a child understand your manga? Now, if you have correctly implemented these into your manga, you might wonder, what about the other elements that I mentioned at the beginning, such as backgrounds? How do you make them better? Because there are hundreds of thousands of tutorials out there, it is very hard to know who to learn manga from. Until now. This is ManDIET manga tutorials. Let's hop to the desktop view so I can show you how it works.
Alright, boom. So this is the tutorial homepage. You can access this by going to the mangadiet.com, clicking learn, then making manga. As you can see, this section of our website gives you exclusive tutorials on how to make a good manga. Absolutely insane. That's not all though. If you want to learn about your favorite manga artist or learn how to copy from your favorite manga, go to the learn page and then check out one of these 2 things.
Now you might be wondering, if everyone has access to that video vault, then won't it make the chances of my manga being read much lower? Yes, it will. Which is exactly why that video vault, as well as other useful resources for people who like manga, are only available to those who have a membership. If you are new here and wondering, what is ManDIET? Or what is this membership he's speaking about? Then I highly recommend you check out this video where we break down everything that the platform has to offer. If you need help with anything related to ManDIET, make sure you reach out to us by using the contact form on the bottom of the page, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. To stay up to date on all things regarding your manga diet, make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, subscribe on YouTube, or head to the updates section on the website. Leave a comment down below with your favorite aspect of a manga that you recently read, so that others can know what to improve upon. I will do the same. This video is a part of a playlist full of other helpful manga videos, so check that out. And besides that, thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to having you. Bye. That one's decent. Bye.